Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Connecting to online services. I wonder how these games are going to play, in 10 years. Maybe they'll patch them. I don't know. Guess we'll see. We'll see, man. What mission is this? Oh, it's Davrin's mission. Well, we gotta go talk to this guy. He's got a quest for us. We'll do that first. Gotta pick up all the friend quests, You don't do that, you might miss them. Maybe. I don't know if you can miss them, but I mean, eventually, if you move on with the story, I guess, you'll wind up potentially in a situation where maybe you don't get these encounters. I don't know. Probably want to finish all the friend quests before the story part anyway.
Okay, I was angry. After talking to the Oracle, I was angry. I was angry at her for not being able to.
I don't care that she's angry.
And I was angry that I was angry.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to stay away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Alright, we'll do that right after my other quest, dude. Right now, I gotta go to the Hosberg wetlands. Help my good friend, whatever his name is. He needs the help. Oh, that's cool, whatever that was. We're here. Hey, I can do some skills first. I might as well jump on that here. You get the extra 5% of something. This one. Passive skill. That's good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to do takedowns, but I probably do them. All right. One has skill points available from the looks of it. And go over here to the world. Jump right over. Strength is excellent for the Grey Wardens. I'm almost there, man. Help him. Hello. I am good, thank you. They'll make me change them up later, but whatever. We'll go with Tash and Alara. It's a really good combo, I find. Really good. Like super good. Super good combo. He's right here. We don't even have to go far. Go to the vendor first, though.
Hey, Dad. You know those containers you made for some of the
Got something in mind.
It gives them lots of strength. Do they have any worth buying here, eh? Cold damage. Buy that. You got a little bit of snow. Some places in Ontario got hit pretty hard, actually.
You all
It was
set?
good. You are one of them. I was watching a little bit of news clip there for one place, and they were saying they got like two days straight of snow. It was just like incredible amount of snow. I'm good, thank you. All right, we're with Davern here. Davern's one of your favorites, eh?
Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davern and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
How can we help?
My name's Valia. When I heard about why
You had a power outage, eh?
I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. I'm the one who found the griffin eggs before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
I hope we save all the
What
griffins.
happens now?
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got that. That was Muskoga.
Isaiah. I
Koka.
found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the fourth blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Why would they do that?
This is a good question.
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The wardens couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Isaiah didn't want to do it, but orders were orders. It won the war.
But then...
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
So then the first warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
Has every first warden been an asshole?
Isaiah said she resisted at first, but orders were orders. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Right along with his stomach.
Right out of the nest, he ate everything in sight. I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
So you're the reason Davern's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be. Griffins give the wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
The Gloom Howler. You believe it? That's it? That was the quest? It was not a heavy duty quest, that one. We'll do this one now. That was a fast quest. Very quick indeed. Did I have for dinner? I had chili. You like chili? Chili. Good chili with black beans and sweet potato in it, among other chili ingredients. Make chili is one of those things you can make it 100 different ways too. They have like chili competitions.
Lots of stuff about adversaries, about mixing our blood with dragons. Oh, and something they were worried about called the Devouring Storm.
I've never heard that phrase before. I wonder if the archive would know. I'll have to ask, whenever I'm ready to be insulted by it again.
Would you like to be a judge at a chili contest? That'd be pretty cool, eh?
Rook.
Start the quest here. Get a cheeseburger and corn and macaroni and cheese.
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly?
Excellent.
You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
If the pawnbroker wouldn't take it, Ilario could have tossed it out in a rage.
The ring is priceless. Caterina's opal engagement ring.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Town. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
I wonder if she's gonna die like all these other people.
We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
Help us? Sounds like you're the only one getting to speak here, Spite.
I can't get him out. We're trapped. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solas's past in the Crossroads either.
Lucanus is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Like a mission to save Lucanus.
All of this utterly useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere, right? He's... what? Where they kept his blood?
Yes. Down there. But the logs everywhere. I can't touch that.
Because it's your foster sister's birthday, you're having Chinese food?
Fight a bunch of
But you
giant
message her
spiders.
asking if I order in Subway for myself or they have Chinese because you don't like Chinese food? I thought you said you like Chinese food. I swear you mentioned before that you like Chinese food. Not really.
What are you hiding, little demon?
You only like, well, you could have wonton soup. I tell you. Suck it up and have whatever that everybody else is having.
Nobody's here.
Of course not.
If I had to go to my brother's dinner at a Mexican
You opened doors.
restaurant, I thought it was great. You just order the items you like.
Gossip stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
How do you not like other Chinese food? That's some good Chinese food, you know? You like macaroni and cheese. Hey, Jericho's here. Barfing. Stephanie always presents mysteries of the universe here.
Join the gods. Perfect and exalted. A murder of crows at your feet.
Subway's not good compared to Chinese food, man. Chinese food's way better than Subway. What do you think, Jericho? If you had the choice between Chinese food and Subway, Subway that you pay for yourself, which one would you pick? I got to do something to get through that, I guess. Gotta read these notes. Hey, there's an old woman here. Where'd she come from? Hey, Jericho, did you see Biden pardoned his son? It is quiet when he's not there. It's because no one talks. You guys complain about him talking? Then it gets quiet. What can I say? Trolls that Maverick. Kept calling Stephanie was calling her babe and honey. Told him it was inappropriate, and then he started calling Birdie babe. Oh, I had to give him a temporary time out there. He's telling Birdie he was the boss. Something like that.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror, rage and relief.
And Jericho, he didn't answer my other question about Chinese food versus Subway.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. You let Lucanus put you on a pedestal. First Talon, all-powerful matriarch.
You think you know me better than my own grandson?
I know that until he gets out of the great Caterina della Morte's shadow, he'll never be free. Step aside.
What trouble, Finn?
Magister Zara was far more benevolent than you deserved, Crow.
Well, until I untime him out. I put it for a week, but I mean, I can untime him out anytime.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
Look, everyone has unwelcome thoughts, fears, doubts.
That's too bad.
They aren't us. You chose to challenge.
Well, you know, he does
to save the
try to
world.
push boundaries whenever he can.
Choices, your actions, that's who you are.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's
My mod
killed, right?
there got messaged by 2 different people.
I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
People are getting annoyed by him.
Even if it kills you.
Couldn't you simply...
Is there a battle here, do you think?
This experiment has gone on for far too long.
What did the mod say, or what did the people say to the mod? They were just talking about what he did there. Well, one of them was all that pro-Trump talk, and then, you know, trying to annoy people that way. You know, like Rebecca blocked him. You know, and talking about what an idiot he is being and driving people away. And, I mean, you could be pro-Trump, but he was taking it a little bit. He was taking it overboard, you might say. And then the other one was, you know, how he's calling everybody babe and stuff like that when he said it was inappropriate.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. Long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more Tevinter.
Tevinter? People come in 3 kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm not leaving.
Hey, Asta.
This is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
You already like disappeared. We're in I don't know, Lucanus' subconscious, I think.
Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
Katerina was first stalling. This is Crow business. We can handle it. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
Grief for who?
Feeling that grief, right, Lucanus?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Groves fought a war of succession, house
I thought he was a cousin.
everything, except the seat of First Stalin. This time,
Used to be he'd be a brother then.
what will be left then? You think?
Oh wait, no, grandchildren.
Your friends? Your cause?
You know him, Lucanus. Even here, Ilario just wants to save his own neck.
Would that be enough? Would anything? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
Imagine what you could do without hearing his defeatist words in your head, Lucanus. It's time you evicted him.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, be there to help you.
Took care of him.
I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
It's a trap.
What are you doing here, Rook?
Breaking you out of prison, again.
Not this time, I think.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here.
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara, you could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not...
Angry growl.
Make him leave.
Yelling at someone who's trying to fix themselves doesn't help, Spite. And since you're stuck with him, you're only hurting yourself.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on. and make it happen.
A contract? Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Punish Ilario or save Katerina?
Didn't you just learn her grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Look at that, they're one.
Rook, are you all right?
You figured save too?
What's the matter with the two of you?
I blank out when I'm strategizing. Lucanus is used to waiting for me. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure, right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
We're gonna save her. Hopefully. The saving so far has been not super successful. A couple of them I went to save her and killed. Alright, what do we got here? That's a hard fight, this one. Maybe I should give it a little more time. What happened to Esther? She said hi and then... I don't know what happened to her. She got kidnapped, maybe. We gotta save Esther. Could have went back to work, I suppose. Gotta talk the old Solus here. Dreamweaver.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. A chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Algernon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
Like angry brothers. He's brutal. They're both prideful.
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No. You just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you would have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
Alright. I can see how you and Elgernon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgernon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
I didn't get any snow, no. But it's kind of like partly desert here where I am, so it's not quite the same weather as other parts of Canada. Sometimes it's pretty snowy, but last couple times it snowed, it was just like a skiff. Barely enough to shovel the driveway even. Kind of scrape it off, push it to the side, and then it melts. Although there's a town in the province that Stephanie's in. I saw them on the news. They got pounded for a couple days. I shoveled yesterday, but I mean it wasn't really a lot. It was just tiny bit, a skiff. Oh, two times so far, but it's both times it's been a skiff, and you just kind of push it out of the way, and then it melts. Not sticking.
Last time I got his attention, he got angry enough to come after us with the blighted dragons. Hopefully this bakes him into a mistake we can use against him.
Every act of resistance is a thorn in his side. He will break soon. When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I earned the respect of him.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She does. One of several I grew fond of, despite myself when I was...
Inquisitor is my character last
There
game.
was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Yeah, it's new flurries, eh?
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us? Because we don't give up. Knock us down and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Let's ask for ideas.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam.
Ninth sister.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
You big Star Wars fan, Jericho?
We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies. We should find the gods.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right.
You're setting up my next mission set, you know?
We owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We've made a habit of it. Take some time, rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
What's your favorite of the new shows? Like the TV series is. Here's a mission. Pick our map, see who all needs to converse. Who in this building? I really enjoyed that new series, but it got canceled. Though the ones with Boba Fett are good. I haven't watched Skeleton Crew yet.
Valara to the hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying. Sounds fun. I'm in.
There we go. We'll have to go drinking. Get out of here. Got the Bad Batch. I never got into the cartoons. I tried though. I tried watching the Clone Wars before and stuff.
Rook, would you care to accompany me to the Memorial Gardens again?
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit, whenever you've time.
Wrecker is one of your favorites?
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
Is that one of the bots?
Hey, Rook. Irlin and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrion's funeral. I could use someone to come with me. If you're able, just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Quest to go to the funeral. End room and to the right. Oh, he's a trooper. I'm facing the wrong way. I gotta go backwards. Oh, he's a trooper. So, yeah, I was thinking it was a bot. Is there a bot named that or similar name to that?
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlington soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear.
Maybe I was thinking of the bot from Ahsoka.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a gooseberry pie for dessert. Nev's favorite.
You made dessert just for Nev?
There's enough for everyone.
Yes, but you still made it just for her.
You think it's a bad idea?
Is this a clever little hint to get Nev onto the case of a new admirer?
It's a pie. I don't know what you're talking about. You think it's too much?
He was looking to date Nev, it looks like, eh?
Don't they say the way to someone's heart is through their stomach? It's perfect.
The best way to the heart is between the fourth and fifth ribs. Don't listen to Biago.
That was definitely not what we were just talking about, Lucanus.
I'm not good at this. Hilario's always been the charming one. I just had to be good with a knife.
You can be both.
Rook, thank you for giving me this contract.
That true? The best way to someone's heart is between the third and the fourth rib? Alexa, what is the name of the robot in Ahsoka? Chopper.
Most of her life.
Chopper, the one. How do I get... There's like a thing I can open here. I wonder how you open it. See, there's some sort of turny knobs things. See, there's one there. And two here. What do you think? What do we gotta do? What's your favorite robot Jericho in Star Wars? Let's see if this gives a hint. Lighthouse puzzle. So there's a mysterious note that says 3 meetings face to face under the sky. So it says you gotta make it head east. And the other one west. Trying to get them face to face. Oh wait, there's the different statue. I didn't even notice where that one was. So these ones here. Need to be facing each other. General Grievous? True, he is kind of a droid. He's kind of a cyborg too, though. You ever play the board game?
Must be 2 more.
Board game Villainous? Oh, it's like a Star Wars game. Well, there's other villainous versions too, but there's Star Wars Villainous where you gotta kind of um, play as Darth Vader or different villains. Grievous is one of the choices, and they have different objectives and stuff. And then you are kind of moving along a little board, but you gotta do whatever the particular villain's objectives are. Pretty cool. So Nev's study. I gotta go Nev's study somewhere, wherever that is. I think that one up there might be Nev's study. I don't know. I think Nev is in here. I got some turkey dinner flavored potato chips. Nev's in here. I don't know if this is her study or if it's the one she's in. Looks like Nev's study. So it tells us head north and face Nev's study, but don't go inside. Just to the right of the stairs to her room, there's a place you can drop down and pass underneath. Oh, there you go. Look at this. Oh, it just about fell in the hole. Fall into eternity. That would have been something, eh? Hey, Esta's back. Faces west is the direction we want it. So what direction are we facing? North, I assume? We have to rotate it left. I'm facing the right direction, I think. This looks like it'd be a door, eh? Oh, maybe that one's got to go east. Oh, there's another statue behind Balara's workshop. Missed that. I don't know whose workshop is whose here. Was this north, what I'm facing? I gotta point down to the east. You want some turkey dinner potato chips?
That's the second. One more to go.
Let's follow this thing and see where it goes. I think there's one more I gotta do. Because there's that first one. So I gotta point this one pointed with another one. So it looks like it's over there. On top.
Okay, that did something.
See what kind of prize we get now, eh? Eyes on the prize. It opened a secret door. The music room. Stephanie, do you like the music room? There's like a second thing here, eh?
Can't do this without a wisp.
Would you play this piano if you could? To figure out where a wisp is now. Whoa, listen to the music. Now somebody else can stay in this room. Who likes music. There's a portal. Another wisp thing, eh?
I'll need a wisp.
What'd that do?
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Guess we fixed it. Whenever she missed catching those, there'd be a problem. Now what are we pointing at, eh?
Now I'm getting somewhere.
did it.
I guess that's all I needed to do. That's funny, Jericho. All these turkey dinner potato chips are available now based on American Thanksgiving, but they weren't around for Canadian. But they're in Canada. You think they would put some out at Canadian Thanksgiving too? Out here? I wonder if there's anything else I gotta do here. Guess that's it. The wolf's den is this one up here. So this was Solus's room, I guess. Or office, rather. Looks more like an office. What's for lunch? Let's go meet my character from last game. We're here. I'm pretty far along in this game, I think. Hope you don't mind me eating chips. People don't like that when streamers eat. I bought a frozen turkey today. $22. Not bad price. At Walmart.
You'd think some group of mages would know something.
They had like butterball turkeys too. They were a bit more. A frozen turkey? It's just like a, I don't know. Couple times a year. Around Thanksgiving and around Christmas usually. A little more sales happen for turkeys. So I get one and put it in the freezer, you know. We're not really on Thanksgiving right now, Canada, but at least it's on sale. Did you see the big international news, Esta, that Joe Biden pardoned his son?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor.
Here's my character from last game.
Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon, and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine, could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too, if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Hey, friendo! That's what you called him.
With your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I'll never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear, you know this too.
But...
he became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
You're making us sound like Solus. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
It's funny that you don't get to revisit your characters too much in games that switch characters. Hey, Esta, do they have like turkey as a thing there, you know, where certain times of the year it's a little bit cheaper and have a turkey dinner? It's not a big food item there, I guess. Hey, Stephanie, are you here? Do you like turkey? Go to the funeral. Funerals are always fun. But you don't like gravy, though. So isn't turkey a bit dry for you? You put anything on your turkey, like some sort of sauce or cranberries or anything?
A lot of places Venatori could be hiding. How many other Venatori are in all of them?
Because a lot of people complain about turkey being dry, you know? What about stuffing? Do you like stuffing? I like to put turkey on my plate, some stuffing and some mashed potatoes, and then put gravy on all of it. That is the way to go. You sort of like stuffing? Is that like sort of like in Chinese food or what? What'd your sister say anyway? Is she gonna let you get Subway? I don't know why my character went down in health so badly there. It's in food. I'm not sure what you're answering now. In your lunch? You have turkey in your lunch? Well, I was asking you questions about turkey, and then Stephanie said she liked turkey, and then she said that she sort of likes stuffing, and then you said it's in food. So I was interpreting that you're talking about turkey is in food. In your lunch. So I don't know what you meant by it's in food. And if you're talking about the stuffing or the turkey, that's what we were talking about at the time, you know? Gotta go up here maybe, eh? Ladder? Turkey's expensive there? Everything's expensive these days, isn't it? Normally, normally like a turkey in Canada here, if it's not certain times of the year, a turkey will be like, you know, $50 or $100 for a turkey. So, you know, basically most of the time, you just wind up, you know, like getting turkey slices or something like that from the deli. But, you know, if you want to cook a whole turkey, you gotta wait till, you know, basically 2 or 3 times a year, you know, they'll have a sale and then you could buy, you know, $20 or whatever for a turkey. So I saw there was a sale at Walmart. Superstore had a sale too, but they're out. So $22 for up to 7 kilogram or 5 to 9 kilogram turkeys. So I think I got like a 6 kilogram turkey or something. Somewhere in the middle. They didn't have too many left actually when I went there. They only had a few. But yeah, Stephanie said she sort of likes stuffing and likes turkey. Doesn't like gravy or putting anything on it. So I was just trying to figure out what makes it not dry, because turkey's pretty dry if you know, you're cooking the bird like that. Maybe she's just talking about turkey slices. Stephanie, are you talking about like turkey where it's carved up? Or are you talking about like just slices, or like, you know, like deli meat or something? That'll be a good clarification. I'm talking about the carved up, you know, like where they pull the bird out of the oven, you know, Thanksgiving or Christmas kind of deal. Oh, so you're not talking about the deli meat. Okay. You know, because you can get deli style at, you know, Subway. What's going on here? Oh, great. I walked right into a giant fight.
Monster nest. Let's clear it out. The veil jumpers would appreciate it.
You bet.
Achievement! Annihilation in Arlathon. I didn't even know I was averting disaster. Careful walking through this area, eh? You love stuffing and gravy? Good stuff. I think Stephanie, you know, maybe her foster mother is just a terrible gravy maker because she doesn't like gravy. You know? You had butter, tofu, vegetable curry? Everyone likes gravy except for Stephanie. But you know, like, my one nephew, if his mom made gravy, he really didn't like it. He thought it was the worst thing ever. But when my mom, his grandma, made gravy, they called it meat sauce, and he thought it was awesome. So, you know, like, he just really didn't like his mom's gravy. You know, so maybe it's the same with Stephanie. Her foster mom makes bad gravy. Otherwise, if she made good gravy, she'd like it. She'd like going on about how good it is. You know, some people got the art form down, you know, with making gravy, and some people don't.
Kill them, or your lives are forfeit.
When you have gravy, Esther, do you prefer like different certain kinds of gravy, or
This must be one of those Venezuelan camps Strike warned us about. Pick them out.
like beef gravy or turkey gravy, or? Because again, that's different too, depending on beef. You know, just to show you, you know, like how much Stephanie dislikes gravy, you'll only have a tiny bit of it on poutine. You know, the Canadian tradition. And, you know, that's like a disservice to poutine. Like, when you make poutine, it's supposed to be smothered with gravy. I got him with that big swinging. You like beef gravy? I'm pretty fine with all gravies, to be honest, but some gravies are delicious more than others. See, Stephanie was agreeing to her keyboard. She was nodding instead of typing. She was nodding how everything I said was correct there. About her gravy adventures, man. In here.
I could use some action. Let me know if I can help.
Oh. I'll come back. I walked into a giant poisonous thing. Funny, it's like they're side by side almost, eh?
Rook.
Come back to you, buddy. Gotta attend a funeral before we're late. I should have just helped him out while I was there, eh?
Get clear.
All right, here we go. Is this where the funeral is? Well, that guy's gonna be standing around for a while. We had to wait for nightfall. Mixed grain rice peas?
Enna Bellinaris. From the form, we bring forth the eternal.
Her brother got killed last night.
For coming.
Or the night before.
I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's close to what we've always done. The Dalish, I mean. But the
This is just like every funeral, eh?
to show our connection to the Fade. Or so the archive tells me anyways. I think it's what Syrian would have wanted.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
You can do it!
I buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the
Yeah, that'd be kind of a bummer, eh? You know, you have a funeral for your brother, then you find out he's not dead, and then you gotta have a funeral for him again?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
After you find out he's kind of evil for a bit? But then he turns out to be alright, and then he dies.
Wonder what else we'll find. On the archive, I mean.
Could be anything, really. It didn't sound too choosy.
Not choosy, but rude. Very, very stubborn.
Sounds look like the wood and crap on the way, eh? That was easy. What? I think I walked away from the chest as it explodes in my face.
Belara,
Hey, Carolyn.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
Oh, I guess I can't do that right now. I'll light the brazier first.
we grant to the stars, to speak your life to the firmament. Am I doing this right? I don't know. The archive wasn't much help. It told me the words, but words are only part of it. Rituals aren't just about what you say, it's why and how you say it.
Reclaiming the past was never going to be easy, but you have to start somewhere. Why not here?
Syrian made it sound so simple. Learn the past and then live it. But so much is different. Who we are now is as important as who we were. I just wish it were easier. Okay, let's head to the next brazier.
There we go.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle is supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably.
Syrian would have laughed at it.
Okay, on to the next brazier.
So what do you think is out there?
I don't know. Could be anything, really. That's kind of the magic. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... wow.
Emmerich could have resurrected her brother.
And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we grant to the sea, to carry you to distant shores. Syrian always wanted to see what was across the ocean. Not Pervalen, I mean really across the other parts of the world. I wonder if the Evanurus ever left Thedas.
Maybe when this is all over, we'll find a boat and go see what's out there.
Maybe things went differently, you know, somewhere else. Without the Exalted Marches, without Tevinter, what does that even look like? Maybe better, or maybe not, but different? More of us alive, and probably free? Okay, on to the next one.
How many are there?
Okay, one more brazier to go.
Oh, well, there you go. That answers my question.
Might change now that Honoris is gone. I mean,
I'm guessing it didn't?
it called me a witless fool 3 times when it was teaching me about ancient elven funerals.
So not so much then.
I had to threaten to...
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third we return to the infinite, to find their way to the sanctum of the eternal. And that's it. The words we used to say. According to the archive, at least. It's close to what we say now. Not the same, but nearly. And it's what he would have wanted.
You think you'll be okay?
I didn't think I would be, but I'm okay. Not amazing, not great, but okay. We found it. That connection. What Syrian and I were looking for. When he came back, it hurt again. Worse, almost. But this time, I got to say goodbye. And now I have to live my life. That's all I can do, for either of us.
Making it from one day to the next is pretty tough some days. But we do it. And it's enough.
Right. One foot in front of the other. I don't know what our people's future looks like. But now they know their past. And they have a future. I hope you've found peace. Wherever you are now. Dareth, Shural, and Belanaris. Syria, I love you.
There you go. Is that your favorite virtual funeral? The heck? Did it pop me into a bunch of Venatori? No. Lucky. There's an Evanuris altar there. I'll be right back. Ugh. I guess I'll welcome back myself here. That's Stephanie's favorite song, you know. Sometimes I do. It depends how close I am to the little soundboard, to be honest. Watch over those things. Hey, Jericho even welcomed me back that time.
Strengthen his archdemon by feeding it Dalish elves. Noble blood for a noble beast. Or something like that. That's wild.
What are these guys doing here? They're having some soup? Oops, I stepped in their soup. You hate summer? I thought you liked summer. Wait, no, you like winter. Something. I like summer. Everywhere in smoky. So hot. What's the temperature in Celsius? Here, we gotta shoot the spinnies. There's one up there. Can I hit it from here? Too far. We gotta take out the baddie. Oh, I'm getting pounded there.
Getting good at this.
89? That's not Celsius. That would be hot as heck. You'd be dying. Don't you work on Celsius? I thought Australia was Celsius. It's like when it's really hot here in Canada, where I am. Sometimes it gets close to 40 Celsius. Oh, that's Fahrenheit. Well, you mean Australia really isn't Celsius? Oh, it is. It's 35. Well, that's not too bad. Like I was saying, sometimes it gets like 40 something here. How humid is it there for you? Is it pretty humid, or in where I am, it's dry heat? And then if you go to like Toronto, which is closer to where Stephanie is, it's humid there. 86%. That's pretty humid, I think, isn't it? That's what makes it feel hotter, you know. Like you're in a sauna. Dry heat is way nicer, although some people don't like dry heat, though. I think there's one kind of pointing back right of him, eh? You know, like some people find dry heat to be worse, but I like dry heat. What did that do us? Hey, Stephanie, do you prefer winter or summer more? I kind of like fall and spring, but that's because it gets really smoky here. All the forest fires and stuff. Guy's been waiting for a full day for me to come to help him walk his bird.
I'm ready to get back out there whenever you... Hassan can get the gate.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine the mighty hunter hanging out with deer.
Not everything in the forest should be hunted. Hassan, hang back.
Let's take his wood before we talk to him. In his chest.
Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
He forgets Davrin, I guess.
Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be him.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
And can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
I guess we'll have to let them work that out.
Careful of the antlers. They do the deciding. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
What was Davern like back then?
We don't need to waste Eldrin's time with...
He sang a lot.
This guy?
He'd sing to the holler.
You mean the Grey Warden standing next to me?
Now hold on. I'd get tired trying to herd them. I started humming to keep myself awake, and they slowed down to listen.
So naturally, you broke out into song.
Only when humming didn't work. Just getting the job done.
And now the job is caretaker to a griffin.
Davern's got a soft spot in there. Hassan's digging it out.
Just keeping his nose clean.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some holler to find.
BRB in a tree.
See, you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
Okay, what do we do?
Find some stone root, a marple tree, and bannerberries.
I thought we were looking for Hala.
A lot of people would go chasing after them, running around, getting nowhere. Holla can keep that up for days.
Maybe you could sing to them?
I'll go right on pretending you didn't say that. Trick I've learned.
Hopefully he does, because that was awesome when in one of the Mass Effect games when the guy suddenly broke out into tune. Stephanie probably likes some singing too, you know. He likes musicals. Going to sing, he's going to sing, he's going to sing, he's going to sing.
Here we go. Found a marble tree.
See if it has a dead branch.
Got it.
It's hollow, right? When you blow through it, it mimics a hollow's call.
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea.
Here, some bannerberries.
Sweet as candy. Hollow lapped them up.
Interesting.
I thought it said bannerberries.
Like...
Don't even think it. Uncle Eldrin let me try one once. As a lesson. It could last an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps.
Oof.
Uh-huh. Great for Hala. Bad for people.
Over here. Stone root.
Dig up a few.
I gotta push this thing.
Good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Hala mating scent.
I thought we were ringing the dinner bell.
Time to get out that marble branch and call the Hala.
You sounds excited.
Let's hope it's that and not I'm hungry for venison.
There we go. The doctor ordered.
It's on the other side of this. He senses something. Could be Hala.
We've got a griffin. Hassan could track them?
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Hala?
Probably not, but he's never seen one.
Knock down the ladder there.
This is a good spot. Lay out the stone root and bannerberries.
Why is he making me do everything? This thing.
Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor. It looks sick.
It's okay. We're here to help. How do we help?
Look around for more vannerberries. Hassan, don't you even think about going after...
Davern, remember. Trust.
Right. Turlum.
And Hassan kills it.
Hassan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Hassan just bring in some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
I just blew a horn. Hassan's the one who put on the show. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a Hala.
And the appetite.
Wonder if that one burial.
You found your Turlum.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good.
Welcome back.
We'll need to tell Elvin about this Hala.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So,
You got to
your uncle is quite
collect some berries and stuff while you're gone.
You under the table, then the floor, and bury you in the basement as a joke. Most of my clan didn't
Eat a
understand
deer.
why I left. Eldrin had an open mind. Saw
Or a
our
hala, they're
chances.
called, I guess.
He approved?
He knew I had to find my own way, though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous?
Too much darkness. Eldrin always preached balance in life.
Not something Grey Wardens seem to know much about.
We reek of darkspawn all the time. I guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
That's the shortcut back, I guess, eh?
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more Vanaberries.
Hassan took care of it.
A griffin helped a holler?
I wasn't looking forward to watching a griffin eat a holla.
The lion in him might have.
But it didn't. Not sure what side of him we saw back there.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought Darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
How'd you like a pet one of those, Esta?
Free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
I'm proof that anything can change. Don't know if it's for the better.
Nothing about change is ever certain.
It'd probably be more useful than a cat.
Restless young elf who believed there was more
Or a
to
dog or something.
shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature. To
Dogs are pretty useful, but I mean that thing's like a flying dog in a way.
See you around, Eldrin.
You can even hug it when you're at your base. I gotta save his brothers and sisters. They got caught by the bad guys. Eventually my quest will hopefully have me save them. That's that guy I was hanging with, Darwin or whatever his name is. That's his kind of pet. Oh. This guy here has a pet griffin. Checking if any had some skill points in this one. Yeah, I got like 80% of this place discovered, you know. I think I'm pretty far along in the game now. This one's discovery. Oh, 0 on this one. I guess I haven't been to this area.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed.
Achievement! Buy everything. They got 2921 out of 3200 strength.
For gold and glory.
So, Tarsh pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an arm.
Isabella is from one of the past games.
My. What kind of statue is this? Big snake. Like the size of a horse? 30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon. How'd you get up there? They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tarsh whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tarsh is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Maker's panties.
They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh, okay.
A barb?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tasha's back.
Oh, Tarsh isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barb, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay. Yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barb puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
So you either learn to make fewer mistakes or you get gigantic muscles. Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tarsh is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yell that we'll get them out of there, and Tarsh just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have?
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
You gonna do a barb?
Balara, I know you're sorry, but you did mess up.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right.
Pulling a barb.
1, 2, 3.
heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Pull the barv! I don't know if I could do a full barv. I'd be pretty slow. Hey, Stephanie, Esta, can you guys do barves? The whole scene that was just on. If you accidentally mess up, instead of saying sorry, they do 10 push-ups and they call it a barv. You missed a pretty funny joke there, actually. He messed up so by eating the last cheese, so she had to do a barv. I'm not a very good push-upper, to be honest.
Trouble coming.
I have to go that way or this way. He still want me to go that way.
Careful ahead.
Oh, I got clothesline there. What am I shooting at there?
Not bad. Oh, we did it.
Hey, there's a chest back there. We spot a wisp.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around? I bet the Watchers would appreciate us gathering up the bones.
Where else would they be?
The bones we found just disappeared. Wait, what?
We must have went the wrong direction, eh?
Let's try this again.
In the middle of the air. Looked like it went back into here, though.
The bones we found just disappeared. Wait, what? Let's try this again.
Missing one set of bones somewhere.
The bones we found just disappeared. Wait, what?
The sprite thing seems to go into here. Hanging out up there.
Let's try this again.
And now it's going back. Where does it go?
That did it.
I guess I just missed one of the other times, eh? $84 days. Beamed up. More baddies over there, though. Three hits that time. Must say so myself.
Greetings, Rook.
Nobody actually answered my question. Just asked what it was.
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some
I
plants.
don't remember the term for it now they used.
Him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
They're good teeth.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Lich. That's old Tavine for corpse, isn't it?
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
You're making this up, right?
Rook.
Oh, he disproved.
I've told so few people.
Sorry.
The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
That's great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good?
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Yeah, you're gonna have a look, see if there's games on sale. Yeah, there's some Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose.
How'd you like to be a lich?
Dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The liches of the
Be walking undead.
insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
Donkey Kong 2? I thought there already was Donkey Kong 2.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos? She's a lich?
Donkey Kong Country Returns?
That hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
She's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just...
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to it. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear, and of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
$80.
She's abused her abilities.
Isn't that like standard cost for games these days?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Uh-oh, we're going to the casting couch. When does it come out? Oh, it's pretty soon then. Not that far away.
Here we are.
These flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory
This is the
of
Deathly
Father
episode. We went to a funeral and now we're doing this.
eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents.
He said erect.
When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course. The choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy.
You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition. Or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
You got the first one just now?
I agree.
I like what he's already wearing. Well, I guess I should hit the hay, hey? Already, it's 10 o'clock. You get up pretty early. You know. Well, there you go. Have a good night, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Esther didn't say she just got the first one today, or if it was, she had it before already. Well, just tell me in Discord, I guess. Ugh. Alrighty then.